18 years I was with Axis Bank. I think some of you will know the bank. And in my last role, I was the head of private equity for the group. Also spent my time in London setting up Access UK, led certain partnerships. Extremely passionate about sustainability. That's a bit of bragging on myself. Thanks for organizing this. We're a great fan of Rising. You know, I've been a founder myself, building an AMC. I think it's no different. The only thing and the only message I have for the founders is I think we all are extremely convinced of what we do. We break barriers for perception, but my only request is whenever you hear a rational remark, please take it with a pinch of salt. To any founder, it helps save dilution. We believe equity and debt do not compete. And I think it's extremely important, extremely critical. My sense is that the founders in this room are still at an early stage. Your own equity is extremely precious. Your equity investors are extremely precious because they are the ones who are willing to take risk on your idea. So, and debt effectively comes in when the business sees certain scale, certain level of growth. It's an extremely important instrument. It helps you save dilution, but being a debt provider myself, I'll also tell you, it's that pill which if consumed in excess capacity becomes poison. But my request to all the founders in this room, do not undermine the power of debt. It saves you from significant dilution, and do not only outsource this job to the CFOs. With all due respect to the CFOs, I made this remark again and again, time and again. Founders need to love both these asset classes. They're going to be your own babies. We believe scale, return and sustenance is non-negotiable for anything you do. Equity investors come in when the business is in ideation stages, revenues are still picking up, business खड़ा हो रहा है, बन रहा है, आप लोग मेहनत कर रहे हैं, वो भी आपके साथ आके जुड़ते हैं. And that's when you achieve a particular maturity, you see debt come. It becomes that safety net. Revenue-based financing is a sort of financing which kicks in, and we take a part of your revenue share. Next stage आती है venture debt. And यहाँ पे हम कहते हैं कि अगर हम आपसे रेवेन्यू का 2% ले रहे हैं तो आप इफेक्टिवली मान लीजिए वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट 23 to 24% इन द फर्स्ट स्टेज विच इज द अर्ली स्टेज. वेंचर डेट के अंदर आप कहेंगे यार 23-24% हम कमाएंगे, क्या करेंगे? सो वी स्ट्रिप दिस कॉस्ट इनटू टू पार्ट्स. 14 से 15% का कूपन हो जाता है एंड बैलेंस इज इन द फॉर्म ऑफ equity warrants or partly paid. And people who say debt लेके काम मत करो, I think even nations or countries cannot stand without debt. So I think debt is a very important instrument. It's a very kosher instrument. It is just that दवाई अगर extra ले लो, again I'll say it will become poison. These are some of the use cases to which debt can be put to use. Or venture debt, working capital, cash flow, runway extension, inorganic growth. I really hope each one of the founders here not just build their businesses but eventually end up acquiring businesses. The biggest risk that you run today is not to collaborate. As I said, I'm not going to spend much time, but if you think of it, we have tried putting, I think, Zomato or Swiggy. So Zomato को आप सब जानते हैं, आप सब use करते हैं, आप सब अपने धंधे में देखते हैं. It's important if you're building your businesses, try to understand and explore how do you build partnerships to take your business to the next level. If you see again in this room, what is Rising trying to do? They are trying to bring different stakeholders together. What are we trying to achieve at the end of this? Can some of us collaborate? One of the things that we fairly believe in are businesses which are going to outperform the market, and this is the data by Financial Times. The top 100 companies. So the top 100 companies that outperform global markets in terms of profitability and revenue were actually purpose-led. Now, what is purpose? आप अपनी बात को कैसे कहते हैं, आप अपने कंज्यूमर तक अपनी बात को कैसे पहुंचाते हैं? How do you create a holistic? You know, L'Oreal at one point used to be associated with white skin. They changed the campaign. They made it inclusive. A bit of take on equity and equality. If there are 3 people in the room, a tall person, a very short person, and somebody on a wheelchair, आप क्या करेंगे? आपने तीनों को एक सीढ़ी दे दी, वो आपने इक्वालिटी तो अचीव कर ली, बट अब जो छोटा था उसको लंबी सीढ़ी चाहिए थी और जो व्हीलचेयर पे है उसको रैंप चाहिए. That's where you achieve equity. And I think today on Women's Day, we all have been trying to promote a narrative. I think it's time that all of us attain allyship. It's no more about who is ahead of who. I think the true equity will be achieved the day people are really talking, enjoying anything and everything. 1962 is the first time when women advocacy kicked in. 63 years down, we have made progress, but still much long way to go. Or what pains me is when in the boardrooms we still say, what is the percentage of our women? Are we really rubbing shoulders with each other? And these cannot be the questions of activism. These are the questions of self-reflection. Persons with disability is the largest invisible minority population. How many people feel confident talking about their kids who could be dyslexic? And the idea is, can you give everybody a level playing field? I mean, despite being a person with sight challenge, so I do not see from my right eye, 15% from my left eye, I do not hear on my left ear, around 80% on my right. As I said, I don't even know, even if it's an empty room, I would have given this speech. Right? But thanks that you made me realize there are enough and more people. But the point is, I became the youngest senior vice president at Access, 40 under 40. But the thing is, neither my managers nor I ever sought any differentiated treatment. The only idea is we all need to keep performing in our individual capacities. If businesses are run with the principles of UN SDG, each of the UN SDG has been well curated, well crafted. Think of it as nothing but the global sanskar. You blend it with your businesses, which can be scalable, return-led, and on sustenance spaces. If women at the top or people with disability at the top of this leadership, if they make the men also feel equal in that room, or if the men at the top make the women feel equal in the room, I think the only discussion in those rooms are going to be well done. Agar ye hoga, the final wheel is bound to turn. I think we have to take ownership. Why should I let somebody else decide what Rahul Gupta as a person with sight challenge can do? I think nobody has a right to include anybody. The only choice you have is not to exclude somebody. And my request even to the women in this room is, do not exclude the men out of your conversations. Lead your businesses with great values, great culture. And trust you me, all these years I can say it with a lot of conviction. Nobody can ignore performance.